Yeah, 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 yeah. What's up, mama girls?
Hello, it's me the baddest, AK Chris, AK Chrisms, call me whatever you want, I do not care, what's up? So this video is just me communicating to myself and the world that I hit 5 years on beating cancer.
Yes, good, girl, yes, good. Oh my god.
And so I was planning on making this like last year, because it is 2025 when I'm making this, January 1st. And I was planning to post it today, but it's probably gonna be late, I don't care. Anyways, um if you don't know me, I am a blind content creator. Okay, I pretty much explain how I navigate video games as a blind individual. All right, um, but I'm pretty much just gonna explain my story as much as I can, and hopefully I speak enough English for y'all. I'm trying to pronunciate my words a little better. Okay, um, and yeah, here we go.
So the first signs of my, you know what? I'm gonna try to not say it as much because it triggers my brain. But pretty much, the signs of my disease before I even found out, it was really, it was like, I remember I went to the beach for like a week plus, and at the end we had to leave early because I was like really, I didn't feel good. I felt sick, whatever, and I thought it was like sun poisoning. It wasn't, obviously. And what else? But I felt better a little bit later. But it was just like it was very strange for sure. But I felt very nauseous and I felt like really like hot headed, and I puked a lot. Sorry, disclaimer. Um, Also, another one was just like my brain was like more slow than ever. I'm pretty slow, but especially in school, like I could not understand stuff. And also, another sign that was actually crazy to me because I was able to sleep with my eyes open. Weird. It's very weird. And one time I remember in math class, my teacher coming up, no, assistant teacher, she came up and she tapped my shoulder. I'm like, oh, yeah, it was like that. And that was probably definitely a sign. And then the next school year, so all that was like when I was like 14, right? And then when I turned 15, right? Um, it was like I was in school for only 2 months, right? So for those first 2 months, I noticed I started having like signs where like my vision would just like black out. If that makes sense. But it was like, imagine like how do I explain it? It's not like a light where it just goes right off. It's like it goes like slow off, and then like when I stand up, it did that pretty much. Or if I like move around quickly, and I remember like the first day of me walking into like I don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember anything from school. I'm not gonna lie. It was like I walked into a desk pretty much because my vision went black and everybody laughed. I never forget that. Um, only people other muggers knew. Okay. Um, Next, what happened next, girl? And pretty much I told my mom I told my mom about all about. I told my mom about all this like vision issue things, and pretty much she was quiet on it. She didn't want to say nothing just in case to not like scare me. And pretty much we went to an eye doctor. She checked my eyes. She was super nice, super sweet, super classy, super cute, sweet. And pretty much she said you gotta go to you gotta go check out like a higher up eye doctor, aka a ophthalmologist. If I'm correct, hopefully. Sorry, girl. I've been doing this for 5 years and I don't remember the name. Ophthalmologist, whatever. Hopefully that's the right thing. And pretty much, I went like a week later, 2 weeks later, whatever, and they checked my eyes. They saw that my optic nerve, aka the strings of your eyes, or my eyes, because you don't have that. I'm glad you don't have what I have. The strings of my eyes were very inflamed, and usually that's a very bad sign that something's going on like in my brain, aka bruh, you know. And so my mom rushed me to the hospital, and pretty much, oh girl, let's get it deep. And pretty much, um, 1 second.
Trying to hold together, okay? Hold them biddies, okay? Hold them Tigo biddies.
Okay. Pretty much, I remember I was in the bed, and I remember they because a doctor can't just check your eyes and say, oh, you're good. So pretty much I went to the MRI machine. If you don't know what MRI is, all right, it's like a big, imagine like a big tube shaped thing, and you lay like all the way down your back, and they push you into it, right, and they just scan your body, whatever, right, and pretty much it's very loud, it's very obnoxious, and I remember that's when I found out I actually had high anxieties, and it wasn't just from that, from my past experiences too. We won't talk about that right now, okay, girl, and pretty much the MRI was like, oh my god, I was like, I'm trying to think, like at least it was like, I think it was like 3 hours, I think, or something like that. I think for like a full body MRI, it's like 3 hours. So I was good. Like, can you shut up? I was good for like half of the way, and then I'm like, girl, shoot me up, and that's what they did. They put the longest needle in the world, girl, the longest needle in the world. Oh my gosh, and pretty much they, I pretty much like fell asleep, and I woke up, and then they told me that there's a tumor. Sorry, hurts to say all this. There's a tumor in my pineal gland, aka the middle of your brain, aka your eye control center. So that makes more sense why my eyes were, what's the word? My eyes were being affected too. All right, and also I forgot 2 other signs. My right eye was actually which actually turned into like a lazy eye, and it kept like going to the right, which is a terrible sign. I got out of nowhere too. That's weird. That's not normal, I don't think. And I was able to like control it. I remember like trying to like hide it from everybody because I thought it was like a normal thing. I hid it from everybody. I shouldn't have done that. That was my fault. And the other sign was I wasn't able to touch my toes, and the reason why this is a sign, for me at least, was where the tumor was, right? The tumor was in the middle of my brain, aka where my spine connects, right? So pretty much the spine and the tumor, right? There's something called spinal whatever it's called, and they had to the tumor was blocking like my spinal drain or fluid, whatever, and so pretty much my back was like pretty bad. I couldn't really touch my toes or nothing. So I was just used to like using my knees and just like whatever. And I remember going to the gym and like I was able to like do a lot. So yeah, I was able to run good. I'll tell you that. Oh my God, I forgot about this too, girl. I had the worst migraines in the world for months straight. They were the worst migraines. Oh my God, I cannot explain how bad they were. My mom knew all this too, but we thought it was just like nothing crazy. And also, but the migraines were so bad that my mom took me into the hospital. This is in 2018, before 2019, before I found out I had cancer. So this hospital is terrible. We went to the hospital. My mom wanted to make sure like I was okay with my migraines. They pretty much were so rude. They called my mom over exaggerated and say it's not a big deal. He's fine. This is normal. No one damn well this is not normal. And they pretty much just rush us out. Terrible experience. I will always blame them. I probably could have had at least a little bit better vision. I'm probably a good amount better vision. That irritates me. Anyways, where am I at right now, girl? Both of my parents were there, even though one of them I don't talk to no more. Get into that later, whatever, maybe someday. And pretty much my now oncologist, even though not anymore because now I'm 20, so I'm actually too old to have him no more. He came in and pretty much said, "You have a tumor, right?" And pretty much I have to go get a biopsy, aka for me, biopsy is equals like mini surgery, but I think biopsy is like I think it's like a smaller surgery, and they take like a little piece, all right. And pretty much I went through that. I remember going in the bed and they rolled me into like the hallways of the hospital. It was a huge hallway and it was super cold. I remember I was shaking like crazy. Yeah. What else? And then pretty much I came out and they found out that they couldn't. I'm not sure if they knew it was cancerous already, but if you don't know that some tumors are not cancerous, anyways. But I remember the biopsy quote unquote failed. I'm not gonna say that they're trying their best. I'm not mad at them. I ain't mad at them for nothing. And pretty much it pretty much did not work. So so they had to go on the back. So imagine the back of your head, like almost to the top, and all the way down to like where your little where like your I'm trying to explain. It's like where your neck like starts on the back of your head. Ooh, sorry. And pretty much my surgeon's biggest guess was either it was going to be a certain type of cancer where it was just going to, you know what, and the other one was just going to be like, oh, you're good, we got this, we got you, you know what I'm saying? And pretty much he was saying that was going to be the really, really bad one, right? The one I said, the second one is called a germinoma, something like that, tumor, whatever, or cancer, and that's what I had, and he thought I was going to get the really bad one. He was being very he had no like hope, if that made sense. And I remember being in that room because like he was telling us this like a week later, like 2 weeks later, something like that, because I had to heal from the first brain surgery. And also the biopsies in the front top right of my head, something like that. And that was like he told us that, and then pretty much I remember just looking down on the table and just not listening, but like not listening enough because I feel like he was just yapping, which he and I'm pretty much. I got the big surgery. Oh, also the surgery was actually very dangerous. I guess it was either I was gonna get double vision or or something else, or just I don't know what it was. But instead of double vision, I am legally blind. So that's why all of my content is like this. So any y'all father muggers who say you're not blind, how are you blind if you play video games? Blindness is a spectrum, you clown. I have a very strange situation. All right, not everyone gets this, and I'm glad y'all don't. Shut the fart up and go find your daddies. Anyways, all right. I've had so many shots, so many MRIs, so many IVs. I can't explain how many IVs and shots and yeah, and whatever. And so pretty much we found out that I had the second option, the better version of the cancer. And pretty much they said they wanted to send me to CHOP, aka Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. And pretty much I was in the Ron McDonald House in Philadelphia, and I was like, it was I don't make fun of me, but like that was the most fun I ever had in my life. I had to break it to the world, but that was so fun because like I haven't tried like I tried so many new foods. I went to so many movies. I went to so many foods and so many foods. That's it. Like that's all I need in life is just food. That's it. I'm sorry. Oh, and also I went to a play. I remember one of the ladies, one of the nice ladies, she gave me a free Broadway ticket to what do I want to call it? A free theater ticket for SpongeBob. And pretty much I had I had options to do chemo, radiation treatment, or proton radiation treatment therapy, something like that. And the just the basic radiation treatment was like a shotgun to the brain. I'm sorry, that sounds terrible. A shotgun laser. So radiation treatment is like a laser, so it hits like the exact points, right? But proton therapy, I'm not my fault. Proton therapy hits the exact points of the tumor and the cancer, right? The basic radiation treatment, if I'm correct, it's like a shotgun. It hits like every part of the brain, so your brain will be much more damaged. If that makes sense, right? Chemotherapy does a huge toll to the body. But pretty much, I got the best type of radiation therapy, I guess, for me at least. And pretty much, I remember. So the first thing I did was I put on a big mask. I had to make my own mask to like because I guess your head has to be in like a very perfect spot. So they made a mask for me. I might show it. I probably will not. I'm not gonna show it. But pretty much they made me a mask to hold my head, and pretty much it was like a mold. I remember the guy just like squishing it on my face and pushing it down, and I was like laid like flat on my back. He was like pushing the mask on my face. I remember, and pretty much it was like it was like plastic, and like pretty much he wet the plastic with hot water and like molded it into my face. If that makes sense, around my face, and pretty much I still have it in my closet. I don't talk about that. And pretty much, I had proton radiation treatment for like 2 months, and after the 2 months, I rang the bell, and pretty much. Oh yeah, and also I found out I beat cancer on Christmas Eve. I don't celebrate Christmas no more, but I thought that was very cool. It's still very cool. And then for the rest of these 5 years, I've gotten like the first year I had like probably like 4 MRIs. I'm guessing. No, probably like a lot. Maybe 6, like 6 MRIs. And if I'm correct, it goes like 4 MRIs the next year, and then 4 MRIs, and then. And then it goes to like a year, I think, each. I forgot. But pretty much, I actually did skip 2 years. Sorry, I did skip 2 years because like I knew I was gonna be fine, but like that's not very smart. But I was in like a certain situation. I just didn't want to like make it like stressful because I cannot explain. Nobody, a lot of folks don't talk about it, but like the stress of like going through MRI and waiting for results, I can't explain it. I have so much trauma from phone calls. My phone's always dead. I hate touching my phone. I hate phone calls. I hate the ringing. I hate calling. I hate calling the hospital. So many phone calls were annoying. That's very common. A lot of us talk about that. Like the amount of phone calls we get, the amount of yeah. Anyways, but my mom did a lot of that, so I'm sorry, but it was a lot. I know. I put a lot on my mother, but she did great. She did really great. Really great. And a lot of good memories in the Ron McDonald House as well. Even though F McDonald's, we know why. Okay. But I will say this: the one thing I hated about the Ron McDonald House, why the far did all these rich mayonnaise folks came in the building, right? Taking pictures of us, cancer patients, and probably some, like other like medical things going on. They were taking pictures of us and like observing us like if we were like creatures. That was the one very weird thing. But I guess that's how you keep it open, I guess. But I feel like people like that use my experience as a way to I got all this money and I can I help folks with cancer. I'm like, girl, you don't father muck and care. Like I don't know. The ones who get it. Anyways, and overall, food was really good there. Even though one time they were trying to serve turducken, which is turkey, chicken, and duck all together. Don't ask, don't know, can't explain. But a lot of folks came to cater, and there was always cakes, always like banana muffins. They're so good. There's always like snacks. There was like whole section for like refrigerators. There was like whole like cafeteria. There was an arcade, a pool table, like a big blocks for like the younger ones. They were so cute. I remember them. And I do think me being because I was 15, I'm 20 now, right? When I was 15, and even now still, still, I remember like I was always crying, like not for myself, but I was always crying for like for my mom and my sister and my and also the kids in my cancer my children's cancer facility, because there's like a whole little other section. There's so many sections I've been in, and I remember seeing them. It was a lot just to see them. I felt really bad because they were just children. Even though I was a kid too, but I was 15. But still, no nobody should go through this. It's terrible, and I blame it on this country, okay, and the things that they give us, okay, and the fact that, and honestly, we all know there's a cure. Let's be real. Let's be real. You know some rich some rich mayonnaise man got the cure, and it just wants to hide it, and that's why, and that and that's why they make so much money off of cancer patients, because my treatment, millions. My treatment was millions, but insurance took like I think all of it, a lot of it. I don't talk about that. It's annoying. So yeah, they make plenty of money off of my near death experience, pretty much, and other people's near death and experiences, which is terrible. What else am I going to talk about? So next section, my eyes. All right. So my eyes, the way I'm going to explain, I explain all the time. Oh, I explain all the time, but imagine your strings of your eyes, aka the optic nerve, as like a highway, right, filled with a bunch of crashed cars, right. That's how they looked. All right. And like it was extremely damaged, extremely damaged. And I don't know exactly what type of blindness I have, because it's some stupid long scientific name. I do not care. All I know is I can't see that well at all, and I can't drive, so that's whatever. And pretty much my left eye is better than my right one. My right eye, imagine like a letter C. So hold the letter C in your hand, in your left hand, and then put it on your eye, whatever. Imagine like the letter C that you're holding in your hand. It's like blurry like that, and the rest of it's like more clear, but it's still not as good. It's still not as good as the left one, but my right eye is worse than my left one for sure. Oh, but overall, and also I use a cane because I'm gonna fall. But I mean, I'm still able to not. I can still, in areas that I know of, I can still walk without a cane. Obviously, I mean not obvious, but and that's other blind folks' experiences, and they have more damaged vision than me. So props to them, girl. All right, because I'm not the best at being observant, but yeah. And also, I do remember walking on the streets of Philly, and I walked into a tree. That's funny.
Bruh.
That's really it. I'm just rambling. This felt good to talk about this. And if no one sees, I don't care. It's just for me. Whatever. But if you want to help spread my story or boost this, then feel free to do that. All right. And if you enjoy it, if you want to, feel free to watch any of my other content. I play Roblox, Rec Room, Overwatch sometimes, and right now it's mainly just Roblox and Rec Room because yeah, that's it. And I'm doing pretty good. I've been pretty patient with how I post. I've been posting this much for the past like 5 months because I've been stressed about the results. And I'm good. Oh my god, I'm good. Thank you to my mom and my sissy. I love both of y'all. And that's it. Goodbye.